Ruben's just like probably like now playing tug of war with the spider, like with Hollis.
Yep. Yep.
It's like, ooh, meat. It's like, no.
Well, no, Ruben doesn't want him to eat it. Just like play with it.
He has a
She
new
probably
chew.
wants to eat it.
He has a new chew toy.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah. Mark's kind of going to adjust himself a bit. All right, well.
You're safe. You're fine. You made it back home. That's all that matters.
Oh, man. Not quite sure I'm ready to call this a place home just yet, but, well, I suppose that's what I get for being without one for so long.
So it's upstairs still needs a little bit of fixing up. That's not
I
a
noticed.
problem.
Anyways, I'll sort of look over towards Riven and Oak. Riven, Oak, look, I have a thing I need to do, kind of a personal mission, you might say. But it means I would need to probably get all the way down to Caberton, and I'd probably be there for a while. But I don't want to make that trip alone. Can I ask you two to come with me and help me on that?
Well, I have business up here.
Right.
There's also Gilgrig.
Yeah. It's
And Caracol is north, well, west, rather than south as Caverton is.
yeah. I mean, that's part of what I was asking. Most things are south of here.
Ruben's just gonna sit there and like look at Locke's mom and be like, "Can you appraise gemstones?"
What did she ask?
Asking if she can appraise like gemstones. If she knows anything.
Yeah, but that'll be next session. Mm-hmm.
No!
so like we're almost done here.
Yeah, it's just like Ruben
I mean,
just
what-
like takes out the ruby and like holds it up and be like, "I would like to know how much this is."
My goodness. Where did you find such an amount of gems?
This ruby was being that dwarf that sent us on here was hiding something about that mine, and this is the obvious thing.
It was on the floor.
It was among iron bits, but
See.
so can you appraise these?
I can. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
It'll take some time, but I can.
With that squared away, Locke will turn back to Riven. Okay, how about this? If I help you with the business you have up here, will you help me with mine?
I don't know. It depends. Are you ready to fight a legion? She's like looking at him, just like very serious face.
I need to get stronger, of course. I need to learn better control. And I need to find some way of making sure I can find my father so I can get some answers. So, if
You
helping
need
you
to
means...
find your father.
Yes, it's long and complicated, and I'm not quite ready to get into the specifics. But I know I'm not able to do it on my own. But if helping you means that I'll be able to have the help I need to find him, or at the very least, acquire the means to find him, then I guess I'm ready for just about anything. As ready as I can be.
So you think you're ready to go up against a legion of
Are-
goblins,
Are you?
bugbears, and kobolds.
Are
Is
you?
it, isn't it goblins, bugbears, and hobgoblins?
Hobgoblins, yes.
And of course, Locke's response was, "Well, are you?"
I was ready when they took everything from me.
Well,
She's like clenching her jaws, like you can see there's absolute murder in her eyes.
Riven. Oak speaks up. Riven. I do and will help you to take on this legion. Do you know how big this army is?
When my group was fighting in my old town before it was pillaged and burned and ruined. I don't know if the army is still there or not, but I saw 3 warlords.
I will go and help you. I think Locke will too. But I have a request first.
What?
Before we go into this guns a-blazing, how about we get another ally and go on a practice round at a smaller little army?
What smaller little army?
Yongerlin. Yongerlin's... When Yongerlin was speaking about a mission that she needed help with, the mission that she had, she was offering the spoils of whatever anybody finds to be the reward, and she was even going to pay us in the neighborhood of 20 gold each just to go with her. That's a lot for Yongerlin. She doesn't like to spend her money any more than the prospector did. But here's the thing. You venture with her. You go with us. You show her the capability that you have. You'd have another ally. And more hands, more weapons, more hands would make the chances of facing off against this legion even better.
And of course, Locke's mom is right there hearing all of this. I should
Yeah, she
point
is.
out.
Yeah. I would like to point out that I was part of a hunting group of 15 hunters. And we went in there, and each one of them fell, one by one. I was the only survivor of that group because someone I cared about sacrificed herself to save me. So you think more people are going to help? It doesn't matter about numbers.
Maybe
Right.
they are not the deciding factor, but they can at the very least be helpful. I mean, I can already tell you now, I probably wouldn't have made it this far without you guys to help me from the start. And if we were to part ways, I don't know how far I'd get on my own. Well, not decide everything, but numbers do help, especially if the group has good synergy. If nothing else, it couldn't hurt to get more allies.
I'm not
Kind of.
saying that we go and get more allies before we go into this mission. Not more than Yongerlin. I just think that she could help. And the easiest way to get her to come along is to do what she wants to do. That's all.
I'll sort of glance towards Lysandra and see what she's thinking about this. Like, how is she reacting to this conversation?
She knows useless information. Does she understand this conversation?
I mean, she's also Locke's mom, and hearing about him basically volunteering to help you fight a fucking like four-person army war. It's probably got her a bit worried. So
A 4-person war? No, it's 4. It's 3 warlords.
no.
That
I
have
mean,
their
no.
own-
I mean, like if we get Yongrel and helping us,
Oh,
it's 4
yeah.
people versus an army war style.
Yeah.
Is what I meant. Yeah, Dorota, what's Mama thinking, or how is she reacting to this?
If you really want to do, she speaks up at this point, and you really want to do this, Locke. Let me make something first to help you.
What would it be?
Let's say a secret getaway. Just in case things go south for all of you.
All right. I know it's kind of a lot to ask, but if you also happen to have any spare spell scrolls lying around that I could use, that would probably be helpful too.
Is there any specific spells you're looking for?
I'll need to give it some thought. I can get you a list later. In game terms, that basically means exactly what I just said. I'm going to send you a list of spells that I would like to get in the form of scrolls, if Elisandra has them.
We'll say that as long as it's not too extravagant, she probably has it.
All right.
I know it's asking a lot. This is now Oak. I know it's asking a lot, Riven, but you don't want to go into this fight without being prepared first. You sort of dropped this all on us for what you wanted to do, and
I've been doing this for a year. I've been trying to fight them by myself for a year. And I've survived.
You've survived, but you haven't won yet.
Yes.
Tell me, I sort of gesture vaguely behind me. That first fight we had, ways back in the night, that large goblin camp, nothing compared to the force you're referring to, I know, but if you'd fought that on your own, would you have come out on top? Would any of us?
Well,
I don't think we would have. We got through that because we worked together. We may not have known each other very well yet, but we helped and it worked. A force several times larger than us, and we came out on top.
it's ultimately up to you, Riven. It's just our suggestion and ways that we think we can help.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. And she just like gets up and sternly calls for Hollis, and then she walks to the tavern. Just doesn't care anymore. She just goes to the tavern.
Just needs a bit to get her head together.
Okay. She goes to the tavern and orders 7 beers.
Okay.
7?
Okay.
Yes. And
What
she's
was-
gonna all for herself.
What's the thing you said about drinks, Oak? Or, Locke?
The general idea I had in my head is like for like just regular drinks, you could safely ingest however many is equal to like your Constitution modifier, and before you'd have to start making Constitution rolls to avoid getting like heavily inebriated.
So I can safely drink 2 because my Constitution is +2.
I was also
And then after
giving
that,
you. I was also giving you a bonus of 3 due to being a half orc.
Yeah, so
Because
So
I like to add race into the equation as well.
right.
This way,
Resistance.
Riven. This way, a dwarf has a better chance of drinking anyone under the table because they have just a static bonus of +5 that they can take without any problems.
Fair enough.
So Ruin's just like sitting down at the bar. She doesn't care who's there. If
Alright.
if the bar is full, she pushes someone out of the chair.
Okay.
No, the
Fair
bar's
enough.
not full.
Okay.
Roll for me 2 con saves. Just 2.
20. 17.
This is supposed to be alcohol?
Yeah.
The stuff that you're getting isn't really buzzing you at all.
Arr.
She's gonna sit there and look at the bartender and be like, "What's the strongest drink you have?"
Dorad, give her water. You know what I'm talking about. Please do it.
What?
You do know what I'm talking about, Dorad, right?
I have an idea.
Yeah. Do that, please. I'm not the dungeon master, but I love seeing this happen.
Vandrican, Valdrican, the blue innkeeper,
Dude.
Oh, he's here?
he's here, and so is the woman before, and both of them sort of look at each other for a second, and then the blue, the Vidalcan just sort of goes, "I got it. I'll get it," and he walks off behind the bar, and he,
Behind the bar, I can see them.
or I
They're
mean,
already
he
behind the
he
bar.
goes into like the back room of the tavern where
Ah.
you can't get to. Make for me a perception check, Riven.
13.
Okay. He goes into the back room, rummages around for a bit. A vague scent, a very strong smell. Not entirely sure what it is. Sort of wafts its way towards you. But other than that, nothing of note. And then he comes out and he has a corked bottle that he shakes. Sets it down sort of loudly against the tavern table. There you go.
How much is it?
Well, it's a bit pricey, but I think with those gemstones you're getting, you'll be fine. Remember,
How
you
much?
got your gemstone pack from the prospector at the tavern.
Yeah, so they
Yeah,
saw that.
I know, but Oak has them.
Yes, but he doesn't quite. He doesn't seem to care about that particular aspect of it.
Yeah.
But get one of your friends to pay, assuming that you're awake tomorrow. 20 gold.
Actually, she pulls out an emerald and sets it down
Oh god. Oh
in
no.
front of her.
Oh no.
25 gold.
What was it worth?
25.
Yeah,
Right.
25 gold emeralds. So the
Yeah.
garbage emerald
Okay.
we found, right.
The Vidalcan smiles. Goes, that'll work.
What was Youngerlin doing?
Youngerlin is actually watching from afar way of the table. If you take a glance at her, make a perception check, Riven.
18.
She is watching you very intently. Her eyes are on you, and her eyes are on the drink.
Ooh, she's like excited.
Mm-hmm.
She. Okay. Riven is just like. She doesn't care. She's like trying to get rid of thoughts right now.
Right, I know.
She's like very grim.
Roll me a
Okay.
con save. Assuming you down the drink, roll me a con save.
Yeah, she's downing it. She's like pops. She pops the cork out.
Mm-hmm.
Just 12.
All right. So we get the shot of Riven getting the bottle in her hand, downing it. Screen goes black.
Wait, I would like to say a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like she's just like for Calzer and just downs it and then black.
What did she? She said freaking Kalashar and then downed it.
Yeah, for Kalashar, like for Kalashar.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Okay. And then she downs it.
And
Screen goes black. That's where we're ending the session, and we have a And for the movie effect, we have a black screen and then the sound of the chair being kicked across the room.
Being kicked.
Yes, as if
Falling
someone
over.
you're falling over and you're like spazzing as you fall over, and it just sends the chair flying across the room.
So I'm
Welcome-
spazzing.
Welcome to the alcoholic drink known as water, a beverage even dwarves fear. One sip will knock you on your ass. And you guzzed it.
What?
It's a tradition in my D&D games typically, where anytime it's in a fantasy setting, there is a beverage referred to as water because it looks, smells, and tastes like water, but it's actually an alcoholic beverage that is exceedingly potent, exceedingly rare, and exceptionally expensive. A single sip will knock someone who is not prepared completely out, or they'll just skip being drunk and go straight to being hungover. My dad came up with it in our first ever family game, and I've adopted it in every campaign I've ever run since. And when you wanted the strongest thing, that's why I told Dalred, make her have water, please. You know what I'm talking about. Because he's been a player in some of my campaigns where that's been a thing before.
I thought it was just a thing because sometimes you can sit there and like psychologically get somewhat drunk off of water.
No,
Yeah,
no, this wasn't a
it's more
psychological
than that.
thing. It's just straight up a powerful fucking beverage that dwarves fear that looks, smells, tastes like water, but it's like the most powerful alcoholic drink on the fucking planet.
And she just downs it. How much did she was able to down before she like spaz out?
Oh, the way
Like,
I
did
would
she
typically...
down the whole bottle?
Oh, probably not. Probably the second it touched your lips is probably the moment you went down.
Oh yeah,
with
but from
with
Riven,
a 12 for your con save? Yeah, no, you... Barring an
for-
Act 20, you probably need like a 30 DC to get that.
but from perspective of Riven, since we were sort of seeing it from her perspective from that ending, she thinks she downed a lot of it, but no, not really.
It just like, it touched her lips out.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
how is younger?
You don't
Please
see
tell me
longer
younger Lynn
younger
is
Lynn.
just like laughing.
Oh, probably.
The screen's gone black. There's a kick sound.
Wait, what's going on with the other two?
They're-
You just kind of left us in an awkward
You-
silence in my mom's new library, so we
yeah,
were
they're
just kind
back.
of sitting
They're back at the library. You went to the tavern alone.
Yeah, I
Um,
know. That's why I was asking, what are they doing while I'm sitting? Because it takes me a bit before I get to.
Oh
the
well,
point.
Locke's probably just going over the potential spell scrolls he wants to get
Mm-hmm.
mother. So
And Oak.
Oak, for his benefit, he's just. Did Hollis go with you?
yeah,
Oh
probably.
yeah,
Hollis followed you. Okay.
yes. So
Um.
Hollis is probably just like sitting there, like licking my face.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you're gonna be waking up to Hollis licking your face later.
That's the thing. Am I carried to my room or you're just left on the floor?
We'll see. We'll get there.
Oh, boy.
um,
Okay.
But yeah, so you pass out on the floor. Locke is back looking over spell scrolls. Oak is actually exploring some of the books that Alessandra has in her library a little bit.
Okay.
He's essentially went to her religious section.
Okay.
Divine spell book. Sorry.
And
There are.
yeah, that's what they're doing. You just like are out, and actually I have the perfect thing
Oh god.
for our ending. Black screen, chair goes flying across the screen. We hear Jan Gerlin's voice in the darkness. Damn. Like a very like it's one of those
Is it a disappointed damn?
no, it's like an excited and happy one. It's just like damn.
Fearless going into that one.
All right.
All right. Anyway,
That pretty much sums up.
All
Riven
right.
is fearless until she gets close to death.
All right.
alrighty. Now, with that note, I am going to say that the session ends there.
Mhm.
Okay.
You guys have Hit milestone potential to level?
Yes! All because I drank water.
Potentially.
I like to think that it's like,
I mean, that face spider messed you up. This has been Shadows of Gradiriel. I feel like our unconscious half-orc should do our next time.
how many days will it be until I wake up?
Well, the way I typically calculate wake up time from water is what's 10 minus your constitution modifier. That's how many hours you're unconscious.
Oh, I'm unconscious for a good 8 hours. Wait,
Okay.
yeah, the con modifier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be out for 8 hours.
Okay. So Riven will wake up tomorrow.
Riven will have a nice 8-hour rest.
Okay.
But what if someone has a negative modifier? Would that just add hours on?
Yes.
I love that, Brian. That's great.
It was fun, y'all. I'll see you later.
I get my extra attack!